How we doing? Hey! Ooh, a lively crowd. This is good. This is nice. My name is Omar Newton. Welcome to this week's Sucks Tonight. Thank you for being here. I'm always very, very thankful that you guys come here at 11 p.m. to look at us do some of the worst photoshops and the shittiest PowerPoint presentation you've seen since you left high school. So thank you for being here for this. How's the left side of the room doing? Okay, we're doing we're doing good. How's the middle doing? Oh, we got this loving couple up here front. Is this your first time here? I've never seen you before.
It is, yeah.
What made you come here tonight? Are you guys just like wandering the streets and you're like, you know what, I need a chuckle, honey?
We were at the Josh Blue comedy show and
Oh,
we wanted
shit.
to laugh more. So
Josh Blue, down at Tempe Improv.
Yeah.
You came all over to give it up for the people driving all the way down here. Oh, you didn't have to do that. Thank you so much. How's the right side of the room doing? How y'all doing over here in the cut? Bitch ass. Applause over there, the weakest applause ever. Get some fucking beer in you. Get out of your bag over there. You guys in your emo bag. You guys gonna listen to Dashboard Confessional today? What's going on there? You guys in your feelings? This is a less than Jake show over here? This is fucking good Charlotte hanging out in the corner. How's the back of the room doing? The bar, the tables, everybody back there. Hey! That's the rattiest show ever been. I fuck with that. Usually the back of the room is in full conversation. They FaceTiming their girl. And they don't even give a fuck what's happening up here. They're like, honey, I gotta get out of here. Call me an Uber. I can't. I'm FaceTiming you. Call me an Uber. Got Brian Ritchie in the house. What up, B. Rich? Don't look around. You know we're talking to you. Did you change outfits, or are you still wearing that high-side shirt you've been wearing for the last week? He's changing his sock. He's ready to play some ball. You're probably the only New York newsie that plays soccer. Can you actually play?
Not anymore.
You're so whack. I love you, Brian. Oh, look, Lou Moon is here with his rainbow suspensors. Oh, look at you, LGBT son of a bitch. Look at you, you big old gay boy. I love you. I'm going to touch your nipples in the parking lot. This is delightful. All right, we got a packed show. We got a lot of out-of-towners, a lot of friends coming in. It's going to be fun. It's going to be real good. We got a couple special guests. We're doing this show, and then we're heading straight up to Flagstaff tomorrow to do This Week Sucks Tonight tomorrow on the Big Pine Comedy Festival. So if you guys don't have shit going on, you want to get out of the heat, come up and just fucking rock it out with us. I'm just going to give you a little secret. We're doing the same exact fucking show we're doing tomorrow, all right? We're going to have a couple of Flagstaff photoshops, but it's the same fucking show. We do little work on this show. Little work. All right, we got the YouTube live stream going, so if you're on your phone, share that. You know, we're trying to get out of this state. We're trying to be millionaires and never mention the people that got us where we're at. We're trying to leave you guys behind. Without further ado, I welcome my co-host to the stage. You guys all know and love him. Give it up for Michael J. Turner.
Yeah, baby. Oh, what happened there? What is this? Compton, what'd you do? I don't do it for the gram, I do it for the play. No. I'm not a player, I just specialize. I do want to clarify that Dashboard is clearly emo, but I think your trailer is going to be more pop punk. And not emo. Yeah, but if you would have took it from Dashboard to Thrice, that's funny.
I should have went from Dashboard to
Screamo. You go
to
emo
Modest
to Screamo.
Mouse. I should have went Modest Mouse.
Right, Modest Mouse has some feelings. Coldplay would have worked. Early Pearl Jam, Vitology. He's just talking about his absent parents.
I'll tell you what.
The whole and corduroys for a little bit.
I'll tell you what. I've been a desperate dude trying to get laid my entire life, and the first time I ever rejected a girl was when she said she was in a Coldplay, and that's when I became a man. That's when I grew up. I was like, I have standards. I am a freshman in college.
Did you get a sudden rush of blood to the head?
Yeah, it was scary.
That's a deep Coldplay reference for the guy that's still alone at 30. Sudden rush.
Who's still listening to Coldplay?
I mean, Yellow hits me pretty deep.
What if?
How about the scientist when the video's backwards? You fucking kidding me? Look at the one dude that we all know does mushrooms a lot is still. He's like, yes, he's got all the music references. Yes.
This is what I came here for. It's in a music video.
Is that Matt Pinfield? Oh my god. Again, too deep for a lot of you.
Yeah, a lot of you.
MTV.
How many post-punk, like, wrist cutters are here in the house tonight? Anybody let loose some blood over a Sum 41 album case?
9/11 affected us all differently. Okay? A lot of us dove right into Newfound Glory's older stuff, and it was horrible.
Oh, geez. Newfound Glory. All-American Rejects.
They would have just...
I'm bringing back some hurtful memories.
I can feel the eyes rolling in the back.
There's some hurtful memories. That was around the time when all those, like, rock and roll, they were, like, down with hip-hop. Remember when Method Man did a song with Limp Bizkit?
Yeah, I think about that every
and
day.
Hold on, I know you're groaning, but it was kind of dope. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Kind of
All
fuck with
together
it.
now, fucking with the weather now.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know it?
Well, I know some lyrics, yeah.
Shit, I might have to play that.
I was white in 1998. Yeah. Significant other, dude? I'll start screaming at anybody. I'll get the fucking chainsaw. What? I'll skin your ass raw. What? And if this day keeps going this way, I just might break your fucking face tonight. Give me something to burn! Ah!
Aaron is
Give
pissed
me
off.
something to burn!
Aaron, that sound guy is raging
Oh,
at
my-
you, yelling into the microphone.
I almost want to go watch Monday Night Raw right now. Where's
Yeah.
Stone Cold at?
You lived a beautiful early 2000s.
Oh my god, my mom would buy all the pay-per-views. Shout out to Mimi Turner, she got
Shout out to
SummerSlam.
Mimi Turner, one of the most
She got them
beautiful.
all.
Yeah, Mimi fans in the house.
Mimi Turner, she bought,
you know what we
she
should
bought
do?
pay-per-views through the Attitude Era. That's
You-
a mother.
You know what we should do? We've been fucking around trying to get like little merch to like make you guys pay for this show, and we should definitely get shirts of Mimi.
Oh yeah.
Would you guys just wear a shirt
You guys buy
with
shirts
Turner's
with my
mom's
mother's face on it?
With no context, just a face of a lovely woman who lives in Ohio. Everyone would be down for that. That'd be my favorite T-shirt.
Whose heritage is Irish Catholic, and she'll let you know. She's a sweet girl.
She's a sweet lady.
Love
we
you,
love Mimi. Shout out to Mimi Turner.
Shout out.
If you're on the live feed, just put a couple of heart emojis. Just show her that you care. She loves the gun emoji. She's in the guns as much.
She's
as
still
Turner
angry
is.
they changed it from a real gun to a squirt gun.
She was furious when that squirt gun
She
got
wrote to
updated.
Congress.
All right, guys. We do have a couple of show announcements before we get this show going. First announcement is Aaron's band, The Bittersweet Way, is playing next Thursday at motherfucking Valley Bar. So if you guys are
I'm gonna give them a little quick. They cover their Gin Blossoms cover band.
Gin Blossoms,
with a heavy influence
a
of
lot of
Spin
Goo Goo
Doctors.
Dolls, Goo Goo Dolls.
We call them the Gin Doctors.
Yeah. They do a mean cover of all of Goo Goo Dolls. They wish they were Goo Goo Dolls.
And they all wear they wear masks like Slipknot, but they're emojis. Just emojis.
So if you're around downtown, you come to the show. Go check out the band. Bruce Heimbach, the DJ, Compton's cohort on Trivia will be there. It's gonna be a dope show, seems like. So
What night is that?
that's next Thursday.
Ooh,
So before the
I'm
show.
booked up.
You know-
Booked up. It's fun though. So next Wednesday, Thursday.
Next Thursday. And also, you guys all know, got Learn the Worst Will Ever come back October 6th. So you guys coming to that? I got tickets. $20 a head. We upped the price because we trying to get paid, bitch. Trying to get paid.
I'll actually be at I'm booked up that night too. I'm at the Drake show. So,
Is Drake in town that night?
he's in whatever town I'm gonna be in. I travel for. I'm a Drake roadie.
You're a Drake roadie. All right. Mike, what you end up doing this week?
Chill, super chill. End of summer, lake, vibe.
Bye.
Lake with the boys.
Somebody said they saw you by the lake, and then they sent me.
We did some cool stuff.
They sent a little
We
video.
watched a lot of Johnny Knoxville going into the weekend.
Well,
what was it? Oh, this wasn't me.
This is you.
That's actually me in the.
That's you.
I'm driving. I'm driving.
This you. Okay. Wow.
Yeah, the last thing I said to Tommy was, watch this.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, you got multiple angles?
Yeah. That's a close friend of ours on top.
Wow. That's the speed with which you enter people's DMs as well,
Yeah,
right?
so yeah,
Crash into them.
last thing I said to my buddy there was, hold my beer. And I'll tell you what, you thought that was cool? Tommy's funeral last Tuesday was great. It was a laugh riot. We had a couple comics come through. It was funny. So
that's a couple of hot threes, a couple of hot LA threes.
Little LA
eulogy
threes.
with.
It was fun. So R.I.P. Tommy.
So rest in peace to Michael's friend Tommy, who died in a beautiful summer accident.
Yeah, it was fun.
Alright, so let's get into our show. We do This Day in History. You know how we get down. We start this show getting over some history, covering some facts, helping you to learn from the mistakes of America, so hopefully you never repeat them, or you do. It doesn't even fucking matter.
Shout out to King
This country's
Bush.
going to hell.
Shout out to King Bush.
There's Obama trying to avoid getting blacker. It looks like
He's painting whiteface on him.
he's like, I'm black enough. I've gotten some privilege out of this Lorna Doone vanilla wafer skin tone, and I prefer not to be Kodak Black. You could just keep
But
that.
who would?
Who wants to be Kodak Black? All right, first up on This Day in History, in 1932, Gandhi begins hunger strike against treatment of the untouchables. So Gandhi went on a hunger strike. This is a before picture of him on the hunger strike, and
He stopped eating that day.
he stopped eating this day, and actually here's an after pic. Same shit. It's the same. I think he lost a little nipple skin. Lost one fold in the abdomen. So thank you, Gandhi, you racist, womanizing piece of shit.
Kind of
history.
lightweight piece of
You
shit.
know history.
Yeah, Ben Kingsley didn't do him justice. Is all I'm saying. Shout out to Ben Kingsley. Shout out to Sexy Beast.
Okay, no more sex.
It's one of his best roles.
Next up on This Day in History, in 1984, The Cosby Show premieres on NBC TV.
Ooh.
Man, this show is just, we remember it just as it was. Only nothing has changed our memories of it. Oh man, 34 years later, it's a show that brought us together because now we all feel as though we were all raised by a sexual predator, not just the Catholics.
Now everybody feels like me.
Yeah,
I was raised Catholic, and then now everybody feels
I
Catholic.
feel like a Pennsylvania Catholic boy now. We're all raised by a sexual predator,
No, it's
aren't we?
fun. I think it was an important lesson for America to be raised by Cosby.
Next up on This Day in History, we have, in 2003, Outkast dropped Speaker Box.
And I'll argue to the death that Big Boy's portion is better.
Yeah, I'll argue the same shit. No. You guys relax. A lot of you guys are in your feelings. It was 2003. Jay-Z had just dropped the Black album. You didn't know Jay-Z was going to come back. You were confused. The Love Below was a great album, but Speaker Box has some fucking hitters on it, dog. Speaker Box had hitters. You guys are holding. Let's just go down. Let's just quickly go down.
Can you play some Speaker Box?
This is what Big Boy gave to you.
Do
Big
that.
Boy,
What's
Big
a
Boy started
rooster?
with the intro.
Is
He
Rooster?
goes, let me give you this.
Don't bring me down.
Turn me down. Don't turn me down.
Yeah, they're not
Don't cut me down. Okay, and then he was like, I know that they're not fucking with that. This is number 2. Number 2, Unhappy. Anybody fuck with Unhappy? I don't see a lot of movement. The white people aren't moving.
They were all listening to Good Charlotte.
Too busy.
It's a big Good Charlotte.
Too busy the All-American Rejects to understand the quality. Oh, bitch!
Girl, you know you can. What you got around your neck?
Crocodile on my feet. Box down around my neck. That's why they call me the gangster Mac in the Cadillac. Yeah.
Playing something smooth, baby.
You guys
Something to
don't-
ride out to.
You guys don't have any fucking clue how much that slapped.
I'll tell you what nobody was doing in 03 in this room. They weren't fucking to the right music. You can't get that stroke from Blink 182, you little bitches.
Motherfuckers dyed their hair pink and black. And
Stephanie, come over. Let's listen to Enema of the State. You fucking morons. Jesus. Hey, Mom, there's something in the background.
Stacey
No,
Mom has got it going on.
You're so
Weezer,
close. You're
Weezer
so
was
close.
in that. Weezer
You're
was
so
in that.
close. You're so
There's
far.
a lot of white faces with glasses.
That's Bowling for Soup.
Alright,
And they
so-
should have died in Bowling for Columbine.
Oh, you got it wrong too. They caught you.
Well, yeah, because I was fucking the speaker box. Of course I got it wrong. Fuck that song. Josie, you're my source of most frustration.
Next up on this stand,
Track 2.
in
Take off your pants and jacket.
Okay. In 2011, New Girl starring Zooey Deschanel debuts on Fox. And on the same exact day, Call Me Maybe by Carly Rae Jepsen released, which birthed some of the worst white women this country has ever fucking seen.
We're still set back
We're
from this.
still
This
stuck-
is why Hillary didn't win, guys.
This is why Hillary didn't win.
This is why we're in the current
This is what
situation.
happened.
This is what happens when you fuck a stranger in the
Every
ass.
white girl in 2011 looked exactly
This is
like
ridiculous.
this.
This is the type of oh, I love New Girls, and I can still quote Mean Girls too.
I want my bangs to touch my eyes.
Type of bitches that are
Too much
feminists
bang.
but still talk shit about the fat girl in accounting.
It's
You
too
know what I
much
mean?
bang.
Are you a feminist or are you just kind of a bitch?
Let's go to our birthdays. Y'all gotta get our birthday shout out. Shout out to Jean-Claude Van Damme,
Birthday.
who did just exactly one truckload of cocaine before he attempted this move.
He got the needle in the heart like the Uma Thurman right before.
Dude, he woke right up out of Pulp Fiction and was like, let's dance.
Let's go.
Let's get it. First birthday we're celebrating. George R.R. Martin turned 70 today. And you also will turn 70 before you see the last season of Game of Thrones. It's never fucking coming. It's never neither is that last book. It's gone, alright? Get into a new story.
A girl is nobody.
A girl has no name.
A girl has no name.
A girl has no birthday. Next up on the birthdays, John Bernthal turns 42. Remember from The Walking Dead? He was also Punisher, Netflix's Punisher.
Dude, he busted a nut in Rick's wife.
He's fucking.
He fucked the whole season up.
Look at him. Look at that eyes wide shut ass shit. They were like, I don't give a fuck how many zombies eat your balls off. I'll still suck your dick.
This was actually the last moment The Walking Dead was cool, when he got shot.
When he got shot.
And then they stayed on a ranch for 2 years, and then people still watch that shit? Are you fucking dumb?
Entering season 17. I don't even fucking know. It's gone on way too long.
Rick has since fucked his wife, and they've got a baby.
The Dream is turning 42. Who fucks with The Dream? Nobody.
Wow, nobody.
Nobody.
Wow,
fucks
again,
with
nobody was fucking in 2003. Is that what's going on?
No one fucks with The Dream. No one fucks with. Who went to the club and was like, oh, look at my man right here. He's getting into it. He's like, bitch, you know how many motherfucking Long Island iced teas I spilled?
At Mill Q Club?
That Mill Q Club to this shit? I was getting it in. Shout out to The Dream, whose birthday is today. He's turning 42. And also the final birthday we're going to celebrate. We got a lot of regulars that come into the show and hang out. Shout out to all you guys who have been supporting this show for however many fucking weeks.
I hope he's not
It is Michael Bueno's birthday. Is he in the house?
Is Michael Bueno even here?
That motherfucker.
That little punk-ass motherfucker.
Bitch,
Fucking
motherfucker.
Look at this Ken Jennings with a rape whistle looking motherfucker.
He's thinking about starting a new Me Too movement right here.
Fun fact, that's actually his dick. So, fuck
He's got
Michael
a dick
Bueno.
growing on his finger. Anyway, it's his birthday. He turned 33. If you ever see him in here, he will corner you and probably spittle a little bit on your mouth because he talks liquidy.
He's never told a story that's finished.
Yeah, it's a lot.
He's a piece of shit.
He sucks. Shout out to Michael. We love you. Keep coming to the show. We go have the RIPs. We don't have anybody who died this week. We've had a lot of celebrity deaths, but the only thing that died this week was hip hop. After he finally reached the unreachable and had an all-white rapper mainstream rap beef. It's fucking over. It's over. Who saw this coming?
That's not Nick Carter?
This is insane. We got an all-white rap beef? We got a tuna. We got an all wrap tuna. It's a tuna. You
All
call it a
wrap
tuna. If it's all white people, it's called a
It's called
tuna.
a solid white albacore.
It's called an albacore.
The bumblebee tuna
It's the
beef.
sun-kissed of beefs.
This is the
Star-kissed of
the beef of the sea.
the chicken of the sea.
The beef of the sea. Oh my God, that's beautiful. Wow, how did we get there?
So hip-hop is fucking over. Thank you for coming to hip-hop. Hip-hop is done. Thank you for coming.
Oh man.
All right, let's get into this week so far. We're going to talk about some of the events that happened this week, and after we're done fucking haranguing you about the current events, we'll bring some motherfucking guests.
I think we have some guests. We might have one legitimate comic, and then several guests.
No, just a lot of people who are just going to wander on stage.
One? Okay, all right.
No,
All right,
no
all right.
comedy. There's no comedy on this. This isn't a comedy show. This is an outreach program. All right, so let's get into this week so far. Okay. The Carolinas, we got that Hurricane Florence going down, y'all. The Carolinas is still dripping, and I ain't talking about diamonds. Here, just listen to how Don Presidente is talking about the impact of the hurricane.
This is a tough hurricane. One of the wettest we've ever seen from the standpoint of water.
What? What the fuck does that even mean?
One of the wettest we've ever
Tough
seen.
hurricane. One of the wettest we've ever seen from the standpoint of water.
From the standpoint of water.
We say it every week. Best working comic.
Best working comic.
Best working comic in
No
America
comic
right
is better than
there.
this guy.
Best crowd work comic by far. Fuck Todd Barry. That's it.
He's like, somebody probably wrote this speech and said, just say, it's got a lot of rainfall. He's like, I got this. I got this. I know how to explain this perfectly.
Is it wet?
It's the wettest we've seen. Not from mankind, but from the standpoint of water.
You know, he spent the whole morning watching the Aquaman trailer on repeat. Just to prep. He's like, all right, I get it, okay. All right. And are the cameras on? All right, all right, let's go.
Let's go. So, that's old Don President. They trying his damnedest. The casualties mounting up in the States, most considered to be the club-footed, cleft-lipped twin sisters of the East Coast, the Carolinas. Even after the Category 1 hurricane was downgraded to a tropical depression, it got downgraded to a tropical depression. So I guess it's doing a little bit better. It's now a tropical depression and not a full-blown fucking hurricane. But yeah, tropical depression, which is what Mike suffers from when he can't work in a ladyboy orgy while on a business trip to Laos.
Talking about a tropical depression. You are right.
Tropically depressed right there.
It's weird when you take that much Viagra before you get that sad. Rock hard in that picture. Rock hard. And who knew? I'll tell you what, one of them was a girl, though. Which one would you guess?
I don't know, dog.
I guess they promised. I guess I only got the mouth from them. They might have been close. I don't know. It's a fun trip.
Oh, man. All the major news outlets had a different way of covering it, but none were quite as on 10 as the Weather Channel.
Are we on 10 yet?
Here, take a look at this shit the Weather Channel did. Look at this graphic package this people did. What?
That's Lauren Michaels.
Is this a Fortnite update? Is this the storm you ran away from in Fortnite?
Like cars, for example, that can act like battering rams and enhance the damage that would otherwise be. And also, we know that can flood the lower levels of many structures.
Wait, it gets higher. Wait.
We also know that.
Oh my God.
Oh, get out, dude.
Like, I get it. Like, this is the most.
There's a shark. There's a shark.
Is it a shark?
Oh, go back, like a little bit.
Look at the
Oh my God! Get out! What is going on, dude? That's crazy levels of graphics. There was a dude in the graphic department like, I'm about to fuck Steve up. Steve got the fluke. CNN ain't got shit on me.
We taking the game back, son. Fuck all this
They're
noise.
sitting in puddles and shit, acting all hard. We got
Bitch ass
manufactured
motherfuckers. They out there in the field. Let's show my graphics. Let's show my fucking computer. My desktop is strong.
This is Sharknado 6.
I can show you this graphics package. So, Weather Channel trying to come back strong. They're trying to float on this fucking hurricane coverage. But they also fucked up and released this footage. So, here's the other footage they released of them covering the hurricane. Struggling.
Windy.
It looks a little windy. It's a little windy. It's strong winds. He's trying to get his footing. Up, there's somebody walking in the background. Gotta fuck
You
that up.
think we're gonna make it to Walmart before it closes?
Yeah,
It's 24 hours, Gary.
So the cameraman's like, Steve,
wrap it up.
just normal, Steve, normal.
We no longer have. This isn't the wall of water again. We don't have the wall of water.
We gotta get back to the studio, Steve, please. So yeah, the hurricane is ravaging the Carolinas, and you know what? It's probably a lot of white supremacists there, so it's probably a good thing.
A lot of my cousins live there, so.
See, good thing. Next up, childhood memories got straight up monkey knuckled this week. Tell your nostalgia to get big because Bert and Ernie are fucking gay. Got one whoa. Everybody else a little indifferent, huh? Alright, how's everybody feel? Let's get a woo if you love that Bert and Ernie are gay. We're not gonna do the other end. We don't need you.
That's why Hillary lost, guys. Have a fucking backbone.
This is all great and good, but I just didn't need to know that the Muppets were fucking. Like, I didn't need to know, I don't give a fuck, I didn't need to know that the Muppets were fucking. Like, there's no other Muppet that has a sexual relationship. And not only do I know that the Muppets are fucking, but they're definitely Muppet fucking each other up the Muppet ass. And definitely giving each other Muppet blowjobs with their Muppet mouths. That's what they're insinuating with this. And I'm like, okay, I don't know if I need my childhood ruined like that. I don't need to know. Jeez.
You didn't jack off to Kermit fucking Piggy?
That was too much, man. That was too much.
We all jack off to different
I
things.
don't need to know that Muppets are fucking when the cameras go off. So that just
give you a
means that
visual?
these guys have like they fuck, and that means that if you lower the camera, if you change this frame a little bit, this is what you're dealing with. Look up a Muppet dicks. This is who the real Bert and Ernie are.
Look at him, he's got a little hammer here.
Ernie's got a big head.
That's top heavy right there.
He's got a jackhammer.
That's almost no shaft there.
He's slinging mushroom.
Wow, that's all shafts, and then that's
He breaches and then he glides in.
little mushroom tip they call that.
Yeah, that's a lot. So now your childhood's ruined because
He breaches. He opens rooms with a proximity mine in Goldeneye. That shit is fucked up, dude. Oh my god, that could be two more characters. You tell me that's fucking him?
That's fucking. He lets him hold his little rubber ducky right in his fucking.
Oh man, that's
So
cool.
childhoods are being changed a little bit. Also, not only are childhood programs being changed, but who you decide to pick when you run that 100cc on Rainbow Road. I know you guys heard about this shit. The internet got a little sneak peek into that new Stormy Daniels book that's about to set them Kindles on flame broiled. In the book, she says that Donald Trump's penis is smaller than average, but not freakishly small, which is, thank you for clearing that up.
What is that, about 5 inches?
Yeah, what is?
That's about 4, maybe?
I would say 4 is like not small, like it's a little small.
That's what I tell girls too.
4? You're 4
It's not
inches?
small. I mean, it's a little small.
It's a little small. It's not small.
I'm Mike, by the way. I pay all the bills on time.
She went on to say, he knows he has an unusual penis. It has a huge mushroom head, like a toadstool. I lay there, annoyed that I was getting fucked by a guy with Yeti pubes and a dick like the mushroom card character. The mushroom character in Marvel.
First of all, Yeti pubes isn't getting enough pull. That's impressive.
huge. That's like a Brillo pad, yo.
That means that looks like
You
that
think
means
you're fucking-
his dick looks like your head.
Yo, you getting your landing pad straight up scorched by all of this fucking cameo hair. Like, that's a lot, man. I couldn't fucking imagine getting fucked by a dude like this. How do you even get through the foliage to the mushroom dick? Yeti pubes are everywhere in my brain. That's just like a dick hanging outside of a Brillo pad. So, if we started getting the thing around, if Trump has toadstool as a dick, then first of all, this is Trump's dick as it comes. This is an orgasm.
Where'd you get that
I found this on the internet. I found this on the web.
His name is Toadstool?
It's Toadstool. You never knew that?
I thought it was just
So
Toad.
whack. Oh, it is Toad.
yeah.
Okay, never mind. I'll give you points back. If Trump's dick is Toadstool, then what is Obama's dick, right? What is Obama's penis? And I think Obama's dick is a Goomba. He got
that Goomba dick.
Goomba dick.
Hitting Michelle with that Goomba dick.
Goomba dick. Give you that Goomba dick. It's not really long, but it's girthy. You feel me? He hit you with that Goomba. And
It's
got
hitting all the walls, baby. We hitting all the walls.
It's got a mean backstroke. What does Bush's dick look like if it was Mario Kart? We decided that Bush's dick was that Diddy Kong dick. He got the Diddy
Why not
Kong.
Donkey Kong now?
He can't do Donkey Kong because he played second fiddle to his vice president. You know, he was never first player.
That is true.
And it's just
also,
like, you know, he just got a little playful monkey of a dick.
yeah, he wasn't Donkey Kong knocking those buildings down.
Nah, he. Okay.
Like Rampage and 9/11. You ever think that? That's a combination of the game with the gorilla.
Nah, man, I never thought of it like that.
Building 7. Shout out to Building 7.
Okay, alright. And then finally, what would Clinton's dick look like? And we decided Clinton's
Skeet
dick.
shooter.
Clinton fired off. You know, Clinton got some shots off in the White House. You know what I'm saying? So he definitely had that birdo bone. He was firing, dog.
We had way too much fun writing that.
Yeah, we were like, what is all the dicks? Now, we would have went down the entire history of the presidency, but we ran out of Mario Kart characters.
Clinton was the toughest. And
All
he
right.
had that birdo dick.
That birdo boner. NFL Week 2 just wrapped up. How y'all teams doing? The Browns won today, so you know the world is on misalignment.
Browns won.
The Browns
There's going to be a
won.
war starting tomorrow because the Browns
Yeah,
won.
Browns usually don't win a game before Week 10.
Or never. Sometimes it's till
Sometimes never.
Yeah.
Week 10 is being very optimistic on the Cleveland situation. The mistake by the lake. So Week 2 came around. Now I know some of you aren't watching the NFL for political reasons, or because you built your entire personality on being very audible that you don't watch sports. But I'll let y'all know NFL is fun right now. I wish I was watching if I wasn't kneeling with Kaepernick. The Buffalo Bills cornerback Vontae Davis went into the locker room and retired at halftime, dog. He fucking quit. Presumably because he played for the Buffalo Bills, which is a good enough reason to just say, I'm done, dog.
You
I'm
don't need a
good.
why. We understand.
I'm fucking good. Honestly, I'm surprised the entire first defense didn't walk directly out of that locker room and into a Chili's at the half. It's a wrap for the
I'll
Buffalo
take a
Bills.
triple dipper. Thank you.
So everybody was surprised. He fucking quit the sport. They were like, what you doing? What you doing, Bonta? You quitting the team? He's like, nah, the sport, dog. I'm quitting.
I'm out on the whole
The
sport.
entire industry. Here's one of his teammates who's flabbergasted by the whole situation.
Never seen it ever. Pop Warner, high school, college, pros, never heard of it, never seen it. Completely disrespectful to his teammates.
Look how he's looking at the side. He can't even look straight on. He's so mad. He got to look out the side of his shoulder.
You know as much as I know. I found out going in the second half.
They're like, hey, where's Montana? He's out. He's
I
out.
found out when I went to the locker room and he had all his shit off. That's what I found out. Jesus Christ, Vontae Davis. When asked what he's planning to do next, and now that he's leaving, he said, I think I'm just going to go buy a house in Brentwood and marry my girlfriend Nicole, probably get a sponsorship with Hertz, some isotoner.
He's big in
maybe have a couple
gloves.
of kids.
Big in
Hopefully,
gloves.
you know, Nicole doesn't make me too angry. I don't want to.
And he's been tweeting a lot about Ford Broncos, so it's weird.
He's talking about buying a Bronco.
He's got a close friend named AC, so we'll see where that goes.
Yeah, future looks bright for him.
Deep Orenthal James
It's
reference.
good. There's a string of O.J. Simpson's refs that I think was lost, but it's okay. You'll catch up later. Vontae Davis may have left the game, but Ryan Fitzpatrick stayed the whole game, and he even found time to fuck your mother. Look at that right there. Look at him.
If he didn't pull out, I would be a son of a bitch. That dude is fucking
Look
busting
at
a nut
that.
in your
Yeah,
mom
man.
right now.
This is him post game. He was like, "Bitch, pour some baby oil on me." I don't give a fuck.
I didn't come over here to watch mines. I came here to fuck,
I
baby.
can't get it up, baby. Come on, baby.
Come on, baby.
He looks like Conor McGregor in this pic, doesn't he? Look at that.
Yeah, he
He looks
does.
like Conor McGregor.
That's what I saw on the internet. He's Conor McGregor's alcoholic older brother that never made it.
It's definitely true.
Yeah, he has an 8-ball in every pocket right now. He's like, this isn't a casting call for Boogie Nights? This, specifically the second and third act with the 80s? No? Okay, alright. I could be Tom Jane, is all I'm saying.
He's got crimson red eyes under them sunglasses. That nigga blew a whole blunt before he hit that photo. You know he did. All right, so also Steelers linebacker Bud Dupree is one of the highlights of the NFL Week 2. Bud Dupree, I don't know if anybody heard about this, but Bud Dupree had a hell of a Sunday. He's been in people's DMs, and not for the thirst bucket reasons you think he was in there. Twitter nobody, Russ Dixon, popped off in his mentions. I guess he had a bad game Sunday. He goes, "Where the fuck were you all game?" And
Bud Dupree is pretty direct.
it's aggressive. Usually you don't respond to shit like this. You don't want to give anybody any like little pub. So, but Bud had time. Bud had time, right? Bud hit them DMs like, I was at your girl house. Laid up.
Oh, all up in your girl.
Laid up. What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
I didn't know you could spell gone like that without. Like,
What you gonna do?
what you gonna do?
What you gonna do?
That what, when you drop the H, that's add sass for sure. That was number 7.
What you gonna do? What you gonna
I'm
do?
at
You know,
your girl house.
and you
laid
know
up
he showed up to his girl's house like this.
with 0 condoms on his person.
I ain't got no protection. He was at his girl house doing this right here. Look, he was at his girl house like this. Oh, on the roof? On the roof, baby?
Hitting her with the
On the
froyo?
roof,
With the
baby?
froyo?
Oh my goodness, baby. Baby. Let's play it one more time. Why don't play it one more time? Baby. Come on, baby. All right, that was fun. You guys ready for the rest of the show? We got some guests hitting the stage. Hitting the motherfucking stoggy.
Brandon, we're good on lights, baby boys. Give it up for Brandon.
Give it up for Brandon. Hold it down with the drinks. Make sure you tip him.
Tip him, drink
And you
more.
got like 15 minutes to put in that nacho order, that burrito order. Go ahead and get your food. because
Also,
we
we
like
get
to
a cheers up. Who's drinking tonight? We drinking? Anybody drinking Tecate with me? Shout out to Tecate. Shout out to 9/11. Shout out to Building 7. Cheers, everybody. Cheers. Was that too much?
No, it wasn't. It was just right. Brandon, let's get the lights up. We're going to bring our guests up here. So, our first guest coming to the stage, she actually came out and did the Roast of America with us, and that was fun. I don't know if she's a comedian yet, but
She runs an open mic in Riverside.
Riverside open mic. Please put your hands together for Anna Valenzuela.
Do we need to talk about how I've been on TV and you haven't again? Do we need to revisit that? Is that what's going on right now?
You're sweating off that rosé, please.
Oh, I can tell. You can tell this is a white woman stage with that rosé from the back. Jesus Christ.
My mom is watching on YouTube, so I'll be
Oh,
doing
hey, Mama,
something.
what's up? That's so great. I usually watch you guys on Instagram. I swear, I do. I watch you guys on Instagram.
That's very kind.
I know, right? That's how bored I am. That's what I'm doing. Watching you guys. Also, are we just not going to talk about how you guys are clearly the Bert and Ernie of comedy? Hey, look at your fucking asses. But show the clip again. You look like Bert and Ernie.
You gotta
Show
go
the
back.
clip.
You gotta go back.
Hold on.
Statler Wall. You want me to go back?
Yeah, go
Yeah,
back.
I actually watched your show. I don't know if you were, but I was watching.
As I go back.
Yeah,
Let's go back to the show. It's a slideshow, baby. I told you before. There we go. It's us.
Here's a question though. Here's a question. Like, if you guys are the Bert and Ernie of comedy, you two have the scariest dicks. Those were. I don't know.
Yeah, we got, who's got the hammer dick? Hey, thanks, buddy. That's my friend Adam. I paid him several $100.
What a good friend! What a good friend! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh God, I was so excited to come out here tonight. I was just so excited. I started my period. That's how excited I was. I was like it's just so crazy. I think my body was trying to sync up with Michael. Like I was just like, oh, okay.
Carrie. Shout out to Carrie.
Yeah, exactly. Well, speaking of fuck, okay, so this is true about me. I had the weirdest year of my life last year. I had my period for 300 days in a row.
What the fuck?
Yeah, like when I met you guys, I was bleeding for sure.
Yeah, you slept in my house, I think.
That wasn't that long ago.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
You gotta smoke less weed. You forgot what time it is, didn't you?
It's 420.
Okay, yeah. I mean, like, I'm sure it's been that, but no, I had my period for 300 days in a row, yeah, and I didn't die, guys. I didn't die.
Isn't that a Zoe Deschanel movie?
Yeah, it is.
300 days on my period. 300 days on my period.
300 days.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt was in
Shout out
it.
to
You're
the
right.
Yeah.
You're right.
It's a
You're
rom-com.
right. It just proves I'm unkillable, like I'm a witch. God put the right nose on this woman. That's what he did. Like, I'm cursing you all right now. That's what I'm doing. It also means I might be a saint because I didn't kill anybody during that time. It was pretty rough. Also, can I tell you guys something? I fucking love compliments. Like, it's my favorite thing in the world. I love you. You look like all the Instagram filters right now, baby. You are so cute. You are so cute. I love this surf. You didn't have a beard. I think you were a lesbian. That's how beautiful you are. That is, I dig it. I love complimenting people. It's my favorite thing. Oh, hello, oldest man in comedy. Hi, guys, give it up.
Johnny Moss.
Johnny Moss right
Moss in this motherfucker.
He'll tell you the entire 27 Yankees bench.
He's the only man I know who brings a bucket to the show just in case he has to kick it. That's what. It's amazing. It's amazing. But fuck. So I gotta tell you, the coolest shit happened in my life recently. Right before I turned 36 years old, my friend called me and he was like, "Hey, bitch, do you want to go to Vegas and meet J-Lo?" And like every Latina cell like activated my half-breed body at once, and I was like, "Oh, stupid! Of course I do! Yes!" Like I was so excited, I grew my own hoop earrings. Like that's how excited I got. So if you guys ever have a chance to go see J-Lo in concert, please do it. It is amazing. Like she puts on such a show. She wore every color of sequins there is, even that color that looks like nipples in the rain. Like it's like perfect. Perfect. She even came out, at one point she comes out, there's like a disco ball, like a subway car that comes out on stage, and that's like the Jenny and the Block portion of the show. So she starts asking everybody, "Hey, where are my New Yorkers at?" And the whole room goes, "Woo!" Because since 9/11, everyone thinks they're from New York. That is like a real, don't act like, oh, you know.
Oh, you're gonna light it 9/11.
Oh, dear, okay.
You got 60 seconds to
I
just
got
a
60
structured joke. The opposite of buildings 1 and 2. Structured.
All right,
joke.
so here's what happened. This is why you gotta see J-Lo. Here's what happened. She comes out. She starts asking people because they're liars. She starts asking, "Where are you from?" She goes, "I'm from Mexico City," and everybody goes, "Woo!" She goes, "Hey, baby, where are you from?" He goes, "I'm from Puerto Rico." They like twerked together. It was amazing. Then she goes, "Hey, baby, where are you from?" And he goes, "I'm from Fresno, California," and she just went, "Huh," and walked off. All right, well, you know what?
That was a good
That was
stretch.
a good
I
structure.
feel like we had a moment.
You got a quick hitter for the bottom of the quick little hitter?
Little six-shooter up.
Well, I mean, there's like more of the story, but whatever. I'm fucking light. Whatever. Okay, fine.
The white woman stare.
Ah, beautiful, beautiful,
She would be
beautiful.
the only female.
Alright, so. Oh yeah, thank you. Erin says thank you for not dropping the mic this time.
Oh, she did that?
Last time she had such a hot set, much better than this set. And she dropped the mic and Erin was like, "I'll kill her." One more time to Ana Valenzuela. What a
Ana
treat.
Valenzuela.
Alright guys.
She runs an open mic in Riverside and Calabasas.
Riverside, if you ever stop
Calabasas.
Riverside, and
It's
you're
a
near that
bucket.
Walmart, in the Walmart parking lot, she's doing an open mic by the Volvo.
Calabasas.
Okay, by the Volvo. The Volvo's always there. Alright, our next guest coming to the stage is a young poppin' fresh man, fat and in black. Please give it up for Avery Jangry!
Should have edited for the young guy.
What a fucking intro.
Yeah.
Fat E Black. For all you Mexican folks out there, E means and.
Ooh, yikes.
Shout out to Anna.
Tough start. Oy vey.
Hey, what is the language is that?
Ay, Chihuahua.
Oh, that's the Spanish we're talking about.
It's my second period class, biatch.
Oh, Spanish? What is
Yeah.
it? Estoy un caballero de la noche.
You know what? I'm actually not passing, I'll be honest with you. Sorry about that, Mexican folks.
It means I'm a gentleman of the night. And I'm Mike. Not proud.
Wow. I'm gonna use that. You know, people always tell me, people always ask me actually, you fucking, and it's like, no, I'm not fucking, You know what? I'm not, I don't think I'm allowed. Am I allowed? I mean, the closest I'm getting to fucking is, I get off the light rail, and as I get off the light rail, I throw my number at a chick and run off all giddy. And then even if a small chance of me fucking does happen, she will have statutorily raped me before she even knows it.
To understand that joke, he is 16.
But also, you can understand he ain't
motherfucker.
fucking. He can understand he's not
strong.
fucking. He's a black dude with a Jufro. He ain't fucking nobody.
Fuck no, but if
How
I
you got that motherfucking Reverend Al Sharpton hair right now?
it's honestly because I'm half Indian. I'll be honest with
All
you.
niggas say that.
I like him on.
Your father is Seth Rogen and your mother is Lupita Nyong'o.
I'm a big fan of the TV.
Lupita Nyong'o.
Nyong'o.
I've seen Black Panther twice.
I fell asleep during Black Panther. Sorry about that.
Oh, you ain't fucking now.
Okay.
Is this your king?
Is this okay?
Come on, black bitches, let's fuck.
Damn, whoa.
If I know anything about black women, they love being called black bitches.
You somehow offended our friend LA right there. LA is offended right now. You don't offend.
The other day I was walking through my apartments, I saw a kid playing hide and seek. Like someone say vigorously. Like this kid was running all over the place. He counted twice just to make sure. In the spur of the moment, did not care. But after, I really hope that kid's dad hadn't just walked out on him, All right, relax, guys. My dad walked out on me, okay? It's all right. My dad was actually an Olympic hide-and-seek player. His high score was 17 years, motherfucker. It's not 16, you sons of bitches.
He's been going for 17. He didn't even wait till you got out the womb.
That's definitely a 17-year-old energy to get upset that we called you 16.
Yeah. All right, well, fuck you.
Where were you at 9/11 happened? That's my question.
He was on his daddy's balls.
Were you in your daddy's balls?
I was in my daddy's balls. I was actually in my mother's womb.
Damn. I bet your daddy nutted watching Building 7 fall. It free fell. I don't know if you knew that. It was weird. It was later in the day. 3 buildings fell.
I want to sing Tom Petty, but I don't know if it's too soon or not.
Free falling reference. All right.
Oh, that's a little free fall right there.
You thought your generation would have assumed it's John Mayer. But here we go.
Now he could get his gold medals and hide and seek taken away, because he's gonna be getting released from prison.
Man, you just hitting all the black stereotypes tonight, huh?
Dad
left him, dad's in prison, got Indian in him. Nigga, come on.
This is a Jeff Comedy episode with no energy.
You write these jokes after cruising Twitter for 20 minutes?
Yeah, I did actually. You guys can follow me at Cheeseburger Bandit actually, and see my dad joke all over again.
Just a structured
One
joke.
structured joke. If you can do one that has some structure and a laugh line, like to make people laugh.
Build up, punch.
Simmer down. Okay.
Well, we're simmered.
You guys.
We want to cook,
You guys-
but
you
keep
guys
the flame
think-
low.
You guys think that bums in Hollywood are going to castings to be bum extras? Okay, I thought that one you guys would relate.
He hits you with the premise. There's a setup and then a punch. This is where the punchline.
Yeah, the punchline. You gotta write a little bit
So
longer.
we got a
I'm gonna
couple
be honest.
bums
I'm
and
gonna be
a-
honest. If I were to, is it alright if I do
to
this?
do a punchline.
Oh,
This
please.
whole
I promise you won't dig out of this one.
I honestly don't think there's any gold in this prospect. But I'm sad that more of you guys didn't laugh, because a lot of you motherfuckers look bummy.
Give it up for Avery
Hey. He'll be funnier than all of us in 8 years.
He'll have a career longer than we'll ever have.
Chappelle didn't pop blue at 24.
It's true. Give it up for Avery Greenway. We'll get a Netflix special in about a month. Great Netflix special.
Directed by Gerard Carmichael.
All right, guys. Our next guest coming to the stage is here all the way from Denver, and I'm sorry it's so fucking hot. Please give it up for Kyle Poe.
Thank you guys. Thanks very much. Thank you. Before we start, I gotta say, Michael, you said that you were raised Catholic.
Sure.
You referenced the Method Man and Limp Bizkit song "In Together Now."
Sure.
And the movie Sexy Beast.
True.
And the Big Lebowski.
True.
All facts.
Which I don't know if you guys know means that we are fucking married now, man. We have found each other. This is gonna work
This is
out.
gonna last. Well, hey man,
Oh,
we
yeah,
can
man.
move to San Francisco and make it normal.
Dude, great show. Fuck yeah, man. Great show. This is incredible, and I am nervous as fuck.
Well, I'd like to just talk to my light guy, Trevor, deduct a minute for pandering,
I don't
and we're down to 4 minutes. Stage is yours, white woman stage.
Look, I don't know if you guys have done stand-up comedy before, but this fucking sucks, man. This is the same. Imagine you're at your job, and you got two guys in black suits standing behind you waiting to do your job if they don't think you're doing your job. This fucking sucks, man.
Alright, give back his minute. Give back his minute.
Now I'm getting bonuses and shit.
you're getting a bonus.
This is it. This is the one, in a lifetime of dead-end shitty jobs that I fucking hate, this is the one job I love, and you're trying to bring fucking TPS reports and shit. You're trying to be the supervisors of comedy.
This is the one job you love, meanwhile you wear shoes that look like it's a job you hate? What the fuck is that?
These are tactical combat
looks like
boots,
he's
and they're
late
good in
for-
all situations. They're good in all situations. That's what those
You look
boots
like
are.
you're late for a busing gig.
I'm not late for that shit. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you
That's
that.
fair.
Look, man. All right, you guys are expecting the joke now. This is all right. Here's the thing. I love this job, and this is the only job I ever want to do again. But I'm with you guys. I know you guys all hate your job. You're at a fucking comedy show at midnight on a Thursday. There's a lot of people that hate their jobs in here and don't give a fuck. But I'm here to tell you, if you have those jobs, those dead-end jobs that you hate, you got to look on the bright side. The good thing is that you can get away with anything. I'm going to run down a quick list of things for you guys that I have personally done while on the clock being paid by my employer. I've gotten drunk at work. I've smoked weed. I've smoked crack.
You lost that. Dave
We
might
lost
still
it
be
in the
with
back,
you.
but we got one up front.
Gabe's
man.
with you, yeah. Gabe's with you right here.
That's the after midnight party right there. I've had sex at work. I've taken naps. I've written jokes. I've stolen. I said I was going to poop, but then I just sat on the toilet for a while.
Came to ship, but only farted.
And I have masturbated at every single job that I have had since I was 16 years old.
So have I.
You had to?
I have.
For real? Right?
Yes. I once masturbated in a parking garage when I was a security guard.
Behind a car?
Outside of the golf cart they gave me to cruise the parking garage.
Did you just? I feel like you just stood in the middle of the lane and just
It
fucking
was.
dead.
Bottom floor, no one there. 8 p.m. Baltimore, Inner Harbor.
8 p.m. That
Yeah,
is.
now, baby.
You ain't seeing that in the wire.
That's not only really
ain't in the
creepy,
wire.
that's actually criminal. That's
I've
super
seen the wire.
criminal.
That's not in the wire.
Don't move your head like
That
that.
ain't, you don't see that in the wire. Hey, you don't see that in the wire. Was that season 6?
That's not in the show.
All right.
I don't know who told this guy he's got a hammer dick, but he's got a lot of confidence now. He's just fucking running with it.
And you ain't seen that in a while.
Okay, I'm not going
Shout out to Stringer
You're
Bell.
scraping the bottom of the well.
Those, by the way, those dicks looked real nice, but they also, those things were hairier than a house.
Those were
You
hairy
guys need to
shafts, hairy
fucking-
shafts.
yeah.
I can tell you what, Kyle, I had photoshopped those in the coffee shop. It was a lot.
You're jerking off in parking lots, you're doing porn and Jesus Christ, man, tighten up. You gotta bring it
It's the
together.
rosé that gets me there.
But you are drinking rosé. That kind of
Also, we need another glass of rosé, Brandon.
messes the
Thank
whole
you.
thing up. Shit, man, I don't know how to get back to the end of that joke.
Oh, you were in a job
You were
situation.
fucking and
jerking off at work. We both jerked off at work.
Beating
Okay,
off.
and you can back me up on this. You did it before. You did it because you were 16 years old. You had to do it. You had to jerk off,
Yeah.
right? But now, why?
I have no idea, man. I'm so lost.
Keeping the streak alive. That's the only reason. That's it. That's it. Right? I will go out of it. I don't even want to do it anymore, man. But it's a fucking record. It's a record. All right, and I'm losing some people. I get it. I see some of you guys thinking, I can't believe that
People are
fucking dudes are
impressed.
jerking off at work, but I can't believe that you're not, guys. That is the bonus they are never going to give you. You've got to give that to yourself. What's that? No Christmas bonus this year? I beg to differ. I'm gonna go on break. I told that joke last time I was out with Mishka. A dude came up to me after the show and he shook my head and he had a real serious look on his face and he said, "I do it too, brother." That's the weird part. That's fucking weird. I like joking around about masturbation. I do not want to make a genuine connection over it. You know what I mean? All right, I don't get this show. Am I supposed to go on? I don't know.
Structured
Oh,
jokes.
there's
There's the light.
Then you got the light from
Hollywood.
All right, what do I got? 1
Bully
minute?
and Doug right
You
there.
got room for one structured joke. You
All right,
pretty
all right.
so
Well,
far.
this is my first time really performing in Phoenix.
Ever? Oh.
I've been down here, but it's the first time performing, and I'm really excited. I'm enjoying myself. There's a lot of really beautiful women in town. No?
That's our gay light guy, Trevor. He just got disgusted when you said beautiful women. You just did a dry gag reflex.
I was like, why is this guy so against beautiful women? But that makes sense.
Yeah,
you're
it
at a
does.
table with
Fair
beautiful
enough.
boys. I get it.
That's his only gag reflex.
Yeah. Oh,
Everybody, thank you very much. Thank you.
that's how you get off stage. You ain't seen that in the wire. You ain't seen that in the wire. That ain't in the wire.
What a delight. That was fun. Alright, one more time with Kyle Pogue and Trevor completing the set, I guess. That's the biggest laugh Trevor's ever gotten. Let's keep this show moving right along. Our next guest comes to the stage. He's just over the 6-6 Theater doing a TED Talk on
The SS and how it failed.
and he's got a great game. Please give it up for Zoltan!
Thank you, nobody. Thank you. That's perfect. This is my first time here, and had I known that this is what the show was, I would have just said no. It's just like this feels like high school. Everyone's just loud. Like, why is everyone so loud? Shut up. What are you fucking yelling about? We can hear you. You don't have to yell. We got a microphone, right? Cheers.
You ain't seen that in the wire.
Alright, go to that joke again.
That's all I got.
You can do anything you want, Zoltan.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I just came from a show at a theater where everyone was like, I was performing for Housewives. And it was like, this is a completely different vibe. This looks like everyone who's divorced a housewife has come together. And I was like, your ex-wives are doing very well. I think I was just wearing a wrestling shirt right in the front. And I complimented you about it, and you didn't even give me a second look. You're like, yeah. I think that's why people get those vintage shirts. So someone who's like a genuine fan goes, "Oh my god, like I want to connect with you because I like wrestling." And then you were like, "Yeah," and I'm like, "Oh, that's why you spent $300 on a shirt on eBay so you could be shitty to me."
Shout out to Mankind.
I'm a wrestling fan. You a wrestling fan? I love wrestling. I was Googling something. You ever have this happen when you Google something and then there's porn on there from before? and someone else sees it. We were Googling a wrestling thing about how many members were in the Moondog tag team from the 80s. I thought there was 2, my buddy thought there was 3. I'm like, let's fucking Google it. I pull my phone out and there's porn on there. And like that happens and you go, ooh, there's porn. But this time I held it there. Like, I'm not gonna be a victim anymore. This is what you do next time, take the power back. I just held it there and stared at him. And I waited for him to go, can you please turn that porn off? And I go, yeah, if you can't handle it, I'll turn it off. And that way the power is back in your hands. We don't have to be a victim anymore.
Well, nice little TED Talk.
Yeah, that's fun. That's what I do. Look, they're so upset about it. She's gonna go check now. What?
Son, wrestling question. Do you know where you were when Undertaker threw Mankind through that cage?
Oh, I was in 1998. I was in the 6th grade. I was watching it scramble. Like, yeah, that's
That's a real.
that's a real fan. Everyone else was jerking off to like porn scramble.
No.
I was like listening to the announcers call pro wrestling matches.
By God, he's dead.
Yeah, he's broken in half. Look at all these people that had normal teenage
Yeah,
lives. They're like, I have no idea what these fucking doors
SummerSlam '98.
That's a real memory.
SummerSlam '98 is that? No, '99. That's when
it wasn't King of the Ring. King of the Ring. It was King
that
of the
was King of the Ring. Yeah, he's
you're
wearing
right,
the
you're right.
shirt.
I'm sorry.
He fucking knows. He's wearing the shirt.
yeah. He gets up here and knocks me out.
Yeah.
Fucking King of the Ring, dude.
SummerSlam '99 had the best announced quote that I've ever heard. The Rock was wrestling Billy Gunn, and the loser of the match got their face shoved into a large woman's ass.
Yes. All facts.
Yeah, this is real. And then, and The Rock won, of course, because he ended up becoming The Rock, right? And and JR, who's like a respected announcer, goes, Billy Gunn's face just got shoved into that large woman's ass. And that's the favorite quote that I've ever, that's like my, who's that Dodger player that hit that walk-off? I don't believe what I've just seen. Like, that's my,
Kirk Gibson.
yeah, Kirk Gibson, whatever the fuck, that's mine. Billy Gunn's face went into that large woman's ass. Absolutely. I don't know what that word means, but I'll look it up later.
Yep. Means you died.
Is that, you Googling it?
Gravestone. I'm Googling the meaning
Oh,
right
alright.
now. I don't know what I just said.
That was so weird. We were talking about porn and then we went to wrestling seamlessly.
That's
It's
usually how it
not
works,
that
isn't
far
it?
off. Do you watch porn? You're not going to lie. You're going to be an honest man. You watch porn. What's your least favorite porn? Like genre. Not like a specific scene.
Necrophilia?
Okay, you went deep. Alright. Wow. I thought you were going to say something like, stuff with feet in it. And you're like, no, I don't like it when they fuck dead bodies. I could go without that. I've never stumbled upon that. How long does it take till you find out she's not moving?
Your phone was the one that was out.
Oh, yeah. My porn that I don't like, that a lot of people do like, I don't like the gangbang one. That's when there's one girl and a bunch of dudes dogpile on her. Like she just hit a home run in the bottom of the ninth or something. And I don't like it because they're covering the one thing I like in the thing with gross man thighs. It's like, hey, can you get the hell out of the way? There's just a bunch of balls and thighs. Like, you're covering the one thing I like.
Meanwhile, you like wrestling, but you don't like man thighs? Come on.
It's a weird like, I like it in the context of wrestling, but I don't like it in the context of actual insertion.
That's fair. That's fair.
Anyway, I also don't like gangbang porn because I travel a lot, and it just reminds me of an overcrowded power outlet at an airport. Where there's like a, you know what I mean? And they're just like, can I plug in for a second? I'm down to 1%. I gotta, that's the cleanest gangbang porn joke ever fucking written. And you guys are just staring at me like I farted into the microphone. It's very intimidating. I feel better about it now, but it's very intimidating. You guys do look like Bert and Ernie, but like a nicer Bert and Ernie.
I've never heard that joke before.
Yeah.
You got the
You got the
Oh,
light.
good. Thank you. Thank you for the light. I wish you would have lit me right as the big laugh like 30 seconds before. Timing-wise, I could have gone ta-da and walked the fuck off. But
Structured joke.
Structured joke. I grew up, there's a comic that grew up without a dad. I'm one of those people. I grew up without a dad. But it wasn't weird for me. I had a really good mom, like one of those super single moms. Like, she was great at it. I never even noticed that I lived in a household without a dad until I spent the night at a friend's house who had a dad, and I was like, who the fuck is that guy? Why is he walking around all arrogant like he owns the place? Who the hell is that guy? And in the morning, he'd leave for work, and my friends would be like, "Bye, Dad." I'd be like, "Dude, he ain't coming back." But whatever. That's my structure joke.
Structure joke! Zoltan!
The best.
One of the best.
Oh, we still got some more guests for y'all. Coming to the stage next is a young man. You can see a big pine if you go up to Flagstaff with us tomorrow. Please give it up for the whitest man in the room, Ben Anderson!
Oh, what happened?
Look at you crippled motherfucker. He's so fractured right now.
It was a rose incident. I fell off one of those electric scooters.
Oh, you got birded.
You got birded.
No, the bird ones are good, but I fell off a razor one.
That's so much sadder. That's so much sadder.
And I fractured my elbow. They say that you shouldn't drink on painkillers, but I've actually found that they work a lot better when you drink on painkillers.
Oh, there's your druggies in the audience. There you
go.
Your addicts and druggies, yeah. Shout out to opiates. R.I.P. Mac Miller, I guess. Is a great time to say that. Dude. Way to go, Ben.
Yeah, he just brought up.
He just died, dude. He just died, dude.
Just died. Just died.
Oh, too soon from the chick that just
What, should we go Demi Lovato? Was that
We'll go Demi Lovato. Because she lived.
She lived.
It's dope because she lived.
Demi Lovato.
Stage is yours. It's a white woman's stage.
There's a white woman's stage, and apparently the stage is in the middle of the fucking room right now.
Oh my god, yeah. I took so many painkillers yesterday that I put the Browns defense in my fantasy lineup. And I woke up today at 7 o'clock. It was halfway through the game. I'm like, no, what was I thinking? The Browns won. That was actually a good play, actually. You know, that time of the year with fantasy football's out, all the poor ladies are getting neglected. I hate fantasy foot. I love fantasy football, but I hate the name for it because it's just the gayest name that a bunch of heterosexual men can say on a weekend. It's my fantasy football. It's my fantasy football, everybody. It's what I just want it to be.
You lost him on homophobia.
Yeah, I just want to apologize to our friend Tyra Vera, who's in the crowd. I don't know why I got to offend her. He's here with his boyfriend.
The inconsiderate white
It's just
bullshit.
inconsiderate, I guess. I apologize to Ty.
It's unprofessional.
Stage is yours. And Sloan is here. Jesus Christ.
Sloan talks more hetero than I do, to be honest. So.
That goes for most people.
Freaking fantasy football, though. The guys turn into a bunch of ladies, though. It's ridiculous. It's like it's like the guys' version of Real Housewives, and we all team up. Like, are you on Team Jarvis Landry? Everybody's real mad at Jarvis Landry this week. I don't know why. Why? Because he put up 4 touchdowns, okay. Then your girlfriend doesn't understand, like, why is everybody so mad at Jarvis? Just like, baby, we're on Team Jarvis. It's going to be okay.
I like how at some point today you were like, it's a downtown hipster crowd. Yeah, I'll do fantasy football jokes. Yeah, this should it's like T-ball, just knock this out of the park. Doubling the gap. Stage is yours.
Stage is yours.
I feel like I should just.
Got any more waiver wire moves for us?
Is there any black bitches that would like to fuck today?
Where my black bitches at? Oh no.
I saw him redo that, and I'm like, there's no way it could get any worse than that. And it's close. It might be worse. Jesus fucking Christ. I know I'm struggling up here, but you're not doing any well in the middle of the room.
He used well right though. That was
I know.
Doing
I
any
said he's
well,
the whitest
right?
person in the room. All right,
doing any better, maybe?
This is why you don't drink on painkillers. Struggling through this. I'm ready for my bed and a trip to Flagstaff tomorrow. And done. Those new iPhone X's came out, and I'm just gonna power through this hacky set right now. I'm gonna power through this hacky set.
reset.
No,
All right,
reset.
what was the line? Let her reset.
Everybody
Reset.
shut the fuck
Everybody
up, all right?
Trevor,
Stage show.
Trevor, great time to light him now, and then maybe one. Okay.
I was gonna. You're my only hope, Trevor. Please.
So, do what you're gonna do.
All right. It's low energy hacky material. Let's do it. iPhone X came out.
Your iPhone X.
Yeah. And they have the facial recognition, but the phone's weird because it's the first phone that looks back at you when you're using it. So it can tell if you're not looking at the phone, then it actually powers off sooner. So if you look up at the TV or you set it down, then it powers off sooner. So now when I go out to dinner with my girlfriend, I get passive aggressive by 2 interactions.
Ben Anderson!
Alright, guys. We got one last guest on the show tonight. You can catch this fine young gentleman down at Tiffany Valley
all weekend.
All weekend. Please put your hands together for Josh Blue!
Josh Blue!
Thank you so much, man. I feel like you guys are like a Fox News show attempt at being funny. I know some of you people know who I am. The rest of you are like, what the fuck is going on? Homeless guy got in here.
Shouldn't you be trying out for a homeless role? Call back to a bad joke.
Call back to a bad joke. Sorry, Josh.
What you gonna do?
I'm laid up with your girl.
Remember from earlier? So look, you guys, I'm not from Phoenix, but I look like I am. Just another wobbly guy on the sidewalk. I made $8 walking over here. I got a friend. She's being a surrogate mother right now. Oh. And she walks around telling people, it's not mine. She's like 7 months pregnant. She's like, I've heard her say, we're not keeping it. Then she was drinking the other day. I was like, okay, that's too fucking funny. I love telling jokes. You know, I feel like when you're laughing, you're not thinking about your shitty life. Ha 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 ha. So look, you guys, I'd fuck Judge Judy.
Preach.
I mean, really, who am I to judge Judy?
Structured joke. That's it. Give an extra 30 seconds.
You better not light me up, little gay man. I'll come down. Although you had impeccable timing on the last one. That was awesome. You know, I learned chivalry by watching men move their women to the other side of them when I walk by. Some of you guys are getting this shit on.
You're just full of structured jokes tonight, Josh Blue.
It's only so far I can dumb this down, guys. just play into the show that it is.
Stage is yours. Stage is yours.
Try me, motherfucker, try me. Shit. You guys are fun, man. I just had this happen to me. I was doing some shows in Reno, and I was there with a couple comic buddies. We're walking around, and from blocks away, we hear this guy yelling to the point of like taking notes. And it just kept getting closer. And I realized, I'm like, oh shit, that dude is mad at us. And then my buddies stepped away, they're like, nah, man, he's mad at you. I'm like, I don't know what I did, but he was pissed, man. He's cursing me up and down. You curly haired bitch. You ain't shit, you shaky little fuck. And that's how we knew he was talking to me. Well, that doesn't hurt my feelings, you know. In fact, I find that kind of amusing. You know? Shaky little fuck is pretty accurate. But the dude got really like, he cut me deep. He was like, you ain't got no fucking hobbies. I was like, I paint.
You're Jackson Pollock?
Yeah, the palsy Pollock.
The palsy Pollock.
Fucking guy. The worst part is ever since that dude yelled at me, I've been reflecting on my life. Like, oh, do I do enough shit on the side? I need to pick up some chainsaw ice art. Oh, no, I just had this happen to me. I was at a restaurant with a bunch of friends, and the server went around the table and took everybody's order. And then when they got to me, they're like, and what will he have? My buddy was like, I'm guessing to talk with your manager.
Shout out to the Yelp reviews. Shout out to
free dinner. Now I know that little trick. I'm walking in there like, I know I got a weird brain, man. Today I was trying to think of the name of a mythical creature. It's the one that's the half woman, half horse. What is that called? Oh no, I think it's a fuckable horse. Sorry, but I couldn't let you step on my punchline. I'm sure it was very clever.
That was a structured joke.
That was as structured as it gets, dog. Fuckable horse, huh? You guys not ready for that, huh?
Trevor, you don't fucking talk to him like that, you son of a bitch. You piece of shit. What the fuck you letting our fucking desk in fucking Colorado? I'm so mad. God damn it. Aaron fucking, you can't get that criminal.
Somebody call me Josh Bloom, everybody.
Josh Bloom, everybody.
He said it was part of the condition.
He's at Tempe Improv all weekend.
All weekend. He also runs an open mic in Wichita, Kansas.
Wichita, Kansas.
Wichita. He runs it at Guy Hop.
Zoltan, are you anywhere?
Zoltan, because I was giving up
you already did your show. Zoltan,
Tim Anderson, Avery Jingry, Anna Valenzuela, and also Kyle Pogue, that lovely burly
Kyle
man.
Pogue. I'm married to Kyle Pogue now.
Guys, we live stream this every week on YouTube, so follow, subscribe, share, show your friends. Do this every Thursday at Crescent Bar. Thank you for coming out. This is a good time.
Make some noise for yourselves, you weekend bitches.
Drinking and having a good time.
Oh, that's the noise you make for yourselves?
But
is all you got?
You guys have a good time tonight.
Love yourself.
Alright, so we like to end every show with something to help your week suck just a little bit less. And boy, did we find a video for you. Here we go.
This is me sliding into your girl's DMs.
You guys have a good night. Have a great night. Thank you for coming out tonight.
God bless and good night. Morning, Gracie's.